All right, boys, it says we're live. I'm blinking very brightly in my face, and it's not awesome. And let's see. You see my face? You see it blinking, lots of colors? Yeah, that's kind of hard to do this, to be honest. Let me. Yikes. That was intense. Let's check some cameras. That does not look like it's active. That looks like me completely frozen. I don't look like that, actually. Let's see. Are you gonna work, pal? Let's see. Oh, let's just hop over to something different. Then at least I might look like I'm actually here doing this. Wow, good times. What up, Kelton? What up, Matt? What up, Belizzer? Tim Shields, Christopher Williams. What's happening? What's happening? We're gonna do some animation choosing of things right now. So I actually have a couple guys that I want to see these animation styles. My current customers that have been waiting years and years and ages and decades for me to finish their lights. I've come up with a lot of new animation files for these GTR lights. So one of the things that I like to do is give people the option to see it real time live and see something like this, where this is one animation file. There's a left and a right side for it. That's why it's bouncing back and forth. And then it's still doing all the actual animations. It's perfectly synced up. But then I've also got one different file on here and a different file on here. And so there's multiple animation files for show modes, and then there's multiple animation styles for turn signal. My boy DJ Boom got to see some of his initial animations set up for his DRLs for the GTR. So same thing with him. I like to make these things live whenever I possibly can. I am actually going to try to get my dude to hop on this live stream. So if you have any questions for me while I'm sending off this text, please post away. IP Pellizer. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. I'm gonna call you IB or LB. You tell me what. Do you have like a real name, like John? I'll call you John until I know your real name. For later in the vid, maybe discuss addressable NeoPixel to Blue Ghost. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna do that. Not because I don't want to or I don't want to help you out, but because right now is just in a nutshell. NeoPixel and this stuff are completely worlds different. So I'll talk all about that stuff when I'm actually showing any sort of RGB addressable stuff. It's so different. What up, Jay? I got two of my orange belts in here. The members, the gangsters. I love it. What up? Daniel says, Chris, do you have animation files for other vehicles other than GTR lights? Absolutely. I actually have some headlight and taillight animations for the WRX that I need to share with all of you guys. I'll probably do that tonight at midnight. So anybody that wants, for my international guys, it's a little bit better timing. For my domestic guys, it's very hard for them to hop in at midnight, but absolutely I will. Levi, thank you for that, man. So yeah, it's nice to be able to sit and actually discuss this stuff live and make changes to it. So that is what we're gonna do. You're gonna be seeing my my goofy mug here as I work on the actual file. Let me really quick though, while I've got this, first off, let me shut that off because it's crushing me, crushing my face. I need to see if I can get this Hero 5 to actually re-up. Now my family may all of a sudden show up and be like, ah, and be all crazy all over the place. If that happens, it happens. It's just what it is. It's just how it goes. Okay, I'm seeing a not live me there. Yeah, this is all weird. So we might have to do this minus one of the cameras, which really doesn't matter that much. I don't think anybody's gonna be upset that that version of me is sitting there with a frozen face. Let's see. Where is everybody watching from right now? I always ask, but I always love to hear who's actually watching from all over the place. Am I moving? I am not. Wow. Still just a big stupid grin. Or stupid whatever that look is. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to send off this message really quick. Try to get a link to this to my guy. And then I want to read out where everyone's watching from. So let me see really quick. Here we go. Got my link. And eventually I'll get to send it off to him. Canada, eh? What up, Jack? I love Canada. Canada's the best. It's glorious. I want to go to Canada. I wish I was in Canada right now. All right, let's see. Beverly Hills. I didn't know that's where you were at, Daniel. What up, dude? All right, we got NC. I know we got SC as well. All right. Indiana is where Tim's at. Our boy DJ Boom out in the Netherlands. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Here we go. Oh, trying to get this link. All right. And yeah, I mean, I understand that there's a lot of GTR stuff, especially when it comes to this. Like, I'm literally doing this just so that I can give a live demo and change some files up. So let's see if I can see what kind of view I'm gonna stick with here. I don't even know. You're stuck in Beverly Hills at the moment. Wow. Where are you normally at, bro? All right. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, I really am kind of annoyed that that's doing what it's doing. I'm gonna probably have to bring in another camera here so that I can set things. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'll just change this angle. Let's see if this thing's gonna disconnect. Hopefully it doesn't, because I really need to get a view of these lights side by side for my guy. And that's not it. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna cut it. Ooh. Because see, like, if I have it like that, and then I turn on two different, well, that's a good animation, but that's a different one than over here. So that's gonna be hard to do. Although maybe I can get the phone going on one of these things. I don't know, we'll see. Let's just make sure he pops in here. Mark Hogan, he's here. He's seeing it. What's up, Mark? I am glad you're here, my man. All right, so I do want to show a couple things if I can without it being from the left or right like this. This is not ideal, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to make something happen here. So let's see if I can do that. It's gonna be an effort, but I want it to happen. All right, I'm gonna hop over to my screen here. I'm gonna see if I can bring up my iPhone. And before I do that, I've gotta open this thing up. I've got all these crazy live stream apps and stuff like this. I dove so hardcore into all this earlier in the year. Actually, last year, my bad. But this is actually a pretty cool thing. I've got this thing connecting. Check that out. Yes, so good. All right, I gotta turn some other stuff off real quick. Get the music out of there. Get the, let's see, get the frame out. Today's task out of there. Wow, there we go. All right, so let me hop over here. So this is what Chris sees. And now you can tell very much it is quite different. All right, so if you're looking at this, Mr. Mark, I have a question for you. If you were to look at those two things and say, I like one of them much more than the other, which one would it be? Which one would it be, sir? Which one would it be? And I'm going to show you some cool different turn signal animations. Now, I will show you this. This is the current turn signal animation. Let me get nice up and close so we can see this. So that's the traditional style. Like, there's nothing different about that. But I do want to show something really quick. I'm gonna make a change. All right, let me do something here. It's so weird showing, just doesn't show my face. I don't know. That was weird. The one where I'm like, looking up. Okay. So what did you like, left or right on that, Mark? That is the first question for you. And then we are going to look at another file here. Now I have one of these guys is actually hooked up to the computer right now, and that is the driver side. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this other side really quick. This is gonna be, yeah, let's see this one. This is gonna be, oh man, it says right and left. I should rename these. Passenger, let's try that. Driver. All right. This will be a really good example of how crazy this is, how different it looks. Okay. There we go. Let's swap to, oh, I swear I had, nope, that's not what I meant to do. My bad. Okay, here we go. Let's go to iPhone. All right, let's see if it did it. Okay, now that is the same file. That's what it looks like when you've got both of them going at the same time. Cool stuff. I really like that one. All right, and then there's that where it bounces back and forth. And this is gonna be cool. So I'm gonna show you this. If I have this turn signal on, that's how that one looks. And then, really quick, I'm gonna unplug this because I only have one plug-in at the moment. And I'm gonna plug it into the other side so we can see what that new, come on buddy, that new turn signal animation looks like on this side. Let's make sure that all did what it was supposed to do. And, oh, that's the same exact animation. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so that's the traditional one again. But this will be cool. Now you can actually see the difference as I go through this. So we turn that off really quick. And let me share my screen. Here's what we're gonna do. I want to get a different file. I have this huge list of all these different things in there. And let's see, yeah, this is the new show mode, passenger, driver. Let's check that one out. I really do need to name these things bad. It's communicating with the computer. Is it all good? Let's check that file. Now look at that. This one lights up all at once. I actually like this one on like an OEM looking level more. The whole thing lights up super bright and then it unzips. I'm kind of a bigger fan of that than I am that original style. So that is a huge question. And there's also one more that I can show you if that doesn't just grab you and make you excited. And also the phone seeing this different than I am. With my eyeballs, I don't have this whole section right here is not completely blown out like it looks. You actually see a much more, much more blacked out area. It doesn't completely take away from the bolt like it does on the phone. Okay, now I haven't been looking at any comments for the longest time. Let's see what anybody has to say about this. I might be talking to myself with a dead mic for all I know. Mark, are you saying that you like this? You like the flash all at once and then unzip? I specifically made this animation to have that OEM look and feel, and I think it's done that. Okay, so everybody, we have live come to the decision with Mark that this is going to be his new turn signal setup. So I'm going to update the other side. here's the next question. Because we have that, we've got this question. How do you feel about these animation files here? Because if you like how they look, then that's what we're going to stay with. Let me swap over to the other camera again. All right. So that is one file where you've got strobing. So there's a left and a right side. It's kind of cool to see that, especially when it's, you know, you've got the whole center grill between the lights as opposed to them sitting right next to each other on a bench. So there's that one. And then you've got this file, which is also another one that I built recently. It's just kind of, it's got more of the fluid motion stuff going on than all the crazy stacking and all that. I like it. I feel like this is just a really chill build. This is like a really cool looking, like not obnoxious. Like you would never look at this and be like, I hope nobody has epilepsy, right? But this one, you're like, oh my God, like close your eyes, don't look, little Jimmy. Don't need anybody passing out in a parking lot. So, I guess question is, what say you, sir? Okay. So you like the second one. So that's the more fluid. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, you're gonna order some GTR headlights in about 3 months? Man, I hope I'm breathing. I hope I stay in business, sir. These are crazy times, so be very, very patient. If you're gonna order them in 3 months, you'll probably not get them till April 2021. I don't know. That's sad, but I'm actually not really taking any orders for custom lights right now, except for the few GTR ones that I can sell. I should tell everybody this face to face, mainly because that's the only ones I can afford to build, because the time it takes. I told Mark on these, I had this done like this, like over a week ago, and I realized that I had missed one channel, one little thing, and I didn't realize it until they were totally ready to ship, like good to go. And that meant that we've waited now over a week since that point, well over a week. Mark's just been awesome and extremely patient. And I have other GTR guys that are like, why is this guy Mark getting his lights? I want my lights. It's just what it is, you know, like I'm doing everything I can. I finished up the taillights. I did the GTR. Hey, I don't know if DJ Boom's still here, but let's just show a little world's first. That'll be cool. Yeah, we do this. Not to get off topic, because I do want to keep going with Mark, but this is what I stayed up till 4 a.m. doing last night for my dude DJ Boom, who we didn't know if I was going to use the Corso Motion or the unique LED parts for a very long time. But yeah, check that out. So that is the individual, dang, those are bright. They're crazy bright. It's pretty cool. It's the DRLs for the GTR, and then we even have a nighttime mode. So when you turn on your low beams, this thing gets powered up. Those go dimmer. Let's see if we can actually see that thing a little better. Yeah, DJ Boom in the house. Seeing these things live. Yeah, so this is cool. And then something I'm very stoked about. I'll have to make all the animation files for this separately, because as it is right now, they're not made specifically for this part. This show mode is, I believe, a 20-channel show mode, and this is only a 12-channel build. So that's one thing that's going to happen. But it's cool just to see, you know, the DRLs doing their thing and all that. So yeah, I'm really excited. This is actually upside down right now, but I'm holding it how I can. So long story short is, as these things are built, these are also going to have RGB. So if you can tell right now, instead of you GTR guys, instead of these being chrome inside like they normally are, those are fully cleared out. And so we're going to partially paint them black, and then you're going to have everything lit up RGB as well, so we can have RGB and switchback sequential. Very cool stuff. Sorry for that little halftime show. But let's do this. I've got one more thing to show Mark on these animation files. So let me do this. Oh, and by the way, this is actually how we're doing this. Little remote control. I love these things. They're so good. They're almost the same exact size as the key fob for the GTR. So they fit really well side by side, or, you know, like in your pocket or whatever. So this one we've got push a button, turn that animation file on. And now this is channel 1. So Mark, if you're watching, if I didn't lose you because I went off on a tangent there, I just hit 1 and it did this animation file. Let me know if you like 1 or if you like 2. And by the way, you get 2 of these, so you don't have to choose one or the other. This is just how they are. So I can change, I can swap out one animation file for another. And that was the whole point of this live stream, is not just to show that, you know, I have different files, but actually live demo making a change to the file, saving it, and then updating it. So if we want to take one of the chunks, we can save just the show mode 2 from this and move it over to a different one, a different build, animation build that has the turn signals that we like, because we know we want to go with the Audi style. So okay, this is 2. So if you're saying that you like 2, then you're saying that you like this. Let me throw another angle here for you real quick. All right, so we're on the same page, right? My dude is saying that this is what he likes. And let me do something really quick, since we've got mobile and I can walk around my my little spot here. Let me turn this off. Check out what we're seeing. So just another cool kind of angle to get you the idea. And then once more, let me back up and I'll show you what that turn signal looks like. So that's 2, that's 1. And then after that finishes, I'll turn on the turn signal, show you that Audi style. So obviously a menacing looking GTR with these lights on there. That's going to be fun to see. All right, and then here is our turn signal. So I really like just the brightness. Like, look how it lights up the whole room on that initial flash, and then it unzips, and it even keeps the bulb in sequence. God, it's kind of like just lucky that it does that. You don't have to run the bulb, but in my opinion, in the daytime, you want that extra visibility, because all of the little like, oh, and by the way, the bulbs are black and the chips are colored on them, so they don't even stand out at all. But all those little like cutouts in there, that's what throws the light forward. So in the daytime, it's really going to increase visibility. Otherwise, I've had a lot of guys ask, like, hey, can I run this without a bulb? And I'm like, can, but in a lot of cases, it kind of almost takes away the usability of it all. Let's see if I can get this thing out. I kind of can't. I'm not going to do that while I'm live. I'm going to drop something and feel like an idiot. All right. Turn the lights back on. And we're going to do some program changes. How are you guys liking the new little miniature bat cave? It's so different than having all the space at the shop. These are different days. This is a micro FlyRyde. Can you show me with the color? So there's no color at all on these. The only color is the white and then the amber. So that's what stage 3 is. So let's see what we got. So this is a switchback. So if you're looking at that, we've got switchback sequential. 8. There we go. So it should be white, and switchback, back to white, and now we're good. Yeah, so the way that the 2 different setups work for the GTRs is I have it where it says stage 2, which is the demonized that change colors, as well as the lightning bolt can change colors, but everything else is non-sequential, so there's no animations. And then when we have stage 3, that's none of the color changing stuff, but you get all the crazy animation stuff. And then stage 4 is something that I don't even like list because I don't think people should just spend $5,000 to $6,000 on just the modification side of the lights, but they can, and sometimes they do, and it blows me away, but it does happen. So from time to time, it seems like, well, don't the color changing things just come with stage 3? And they definitely don't. It's actually a harder build. I think stage 2, with all the color changing and all the individual RGB wires, that can be a much harder build. In this case, this one freaking sent me I don't know, this one kind of took me to the bank time-wise, because these stage 3s usually are much faster. The initial build itself was fast, except my mistake of not checking that one little LED connection, and that was that. You can't really always know ahead of time if you're going to get everything absolutely perfect one time through, but that is why I usually tell people, if you want to do a good job building lights over and over again, you should stick with the same kind of lights, because you're just going to get way better at it. I tend to only want to do the lights that I've done so many times that there's not like a bunch of little surprises and stuff like that. Even the WRX lights, the Genesis Coupe lights, things that I've done a lot of, it's been a long time since I did tons of them, so I'm not good at them anymore. Not that I can't do them, I can do them, but I'm just slow, I make mistakes, I have to redo things, it sucks. GTR lights, I'm as good as I'm ever going to be on them, and even then I still make mistakes, so it's, ask Mark, it's a patience game for sure. It sucks. DJ Boom knows that. He's got some crazy lights. His have, I mean, this guy's gone full out. Stage 3 everything, color changing, demonize, and now DRLs and all of that. I should throw color changing in his taillights, because he got the stage 3 taillights too. So always waiting, always supporting. DJ Boom, you're the man. All right, so let's see if I can't show one more thing really quick. Share my screen. I'm going to hop in and show you guys, and they look awesome. And I still don't have the files of your dude that took all the video. Maybe if he's on quarantine sitting at home, we can finally connect and get me those things. Okay, I'm gonna hop over here. I know I've got these saved on my local, so let's find them. Let's find them. Man, that's not what I wanted. I have one. Where is it? I have the one that Vincent made. I'm looking for the pew 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 file right now. This is the one that always messes me up when I start looking for it. Let's just say this one right now. It says, oh man, it says right. Oh, here we go. It's G right here. What is it though? I don't know if I consider left. I'm gonna have to rename this file right now. I swear I've done this before in the past. Let's just do this. I named it, or that was left. So it might be not the right sequence. If it looks choppy and stupid, then I'll change it up to the file that says right, but let's see. Ooh, that's that pew pew pew. I love that. It's so crazy. Mark, I'm not telling you to do this. I think this is just awesome and wild. It's like pew pew pew. But yeah, that's a totally different file. Let's see. That is also the same animation. And then, okay, this is the other one that I didn't really get to show you before. So let me know if you're a fan of this as well, because we have that. You said that you like this. You said that you like the Audi style flashing. So that much is good. I'm gonna have to watch this later to make sure that I don't mix anything up. But this is called stacking. So it's just a very kind of common animation. You see a lot of these things on different cars, and they always look cool. That's why everybody likes it. So very curious, Mr. Mark, what you think of the stacking animation. And I'm also curious what you think of this, because that's just crazy. Like, imagine somebody's driving down the street, got their white DRLs on, or their white bolts, and then they're like, turn signal, pew pew pew, pew pew pew, back to white. That's crazy. That makes me so happy. but definitely doesn't have the same OEM appeal as the other. So I think that's probably about it. Sinister, what's your favorite? You like that pew 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 though? I think me and you, because we're so used to seeing the lights all the time and building all the different stuff, I think it's just nice to see something so weird and different. So, I don't know. That's my take. I think somebody driving a car, especially as nice as a GTR, you don't necessarily want it to look like a circus. I don't think it looks like a circus though. It just looks weird. It looks crazy. I like it. I'm like holding my breath here waiting for Mark to pop back in and be like, this is good and that's good, and then Audi style, and then we're dialed. And let's just say, because I don't even know, let's see if I can open up the animation file and show you guys what this looks like behind the scenes really quick. Share my screen. And let's see if I can open up. There we go. These are some of the ones I've been working on lately. Some ghost files. Let's see. Nope, ain't in there. GLPs in here. I don't think so. Live stream. Ooh, yeah, it is. Okay. So let's say, I think I called that left. You like the Audi style? Okay, got you. Check. That is your turn signal. What about for your show mode? You said that you like 2, which is this one right here. So you'll absolutely get that. And then your last question here is, do you like this one better or this one better? And let me hop over to the other angle so you can see this little cleaner. Which do you like better? The one on the right or the one on the left? I'm pretty sure, and you don't even have to like either of them. I think I got other ones too. If you want me to dig through, let's do it, man. I got you here. You're live. Let's do this. Nobody can do this. So yeah, this is just a completely different style. That's a little bit more mellow. All right. So let's, ooh, I should be charging this thing. I got my little charger to set it down on. Cool. All right. I'm going to die if I don't turn this off. Oof. Goodness. Let's go back to my silly face here. I'll try to open this thing up. Let's see what else. I love that. All right, let's dive in, dude. We've got, man, it's been a minute since so you can save all of these different things in their own individual little individual files, and I haven't gone through enough and really saved everything like I should. So let's check this one out. I'm gonna open that, program that. Let's see if we got a different animation on this one. So weird when it's zapping it. I feel like Knight Rider style, like where it's like just talking with the computer. All right, that's stacking. Okay, so neither of those have a different file. Let's see if I got another one. So here's a cool thing. Like, this is not how it's gonna be, but I'm just gonna throw this file on here to show you guys, like, when you randomly load a file onto something and you don't know what it's gonna look like, you can have some really cool side effects. Like, this is how I've come up with all kinds of stuff, is I'll see it and I'll be like, whoa, that's actually pretty freaking cool. But what would happen if I made some changes to the code to make it look a little different? It's like, look at that. I don't even know what that is. That's nothing. That's like that's not an option. Not really. But it is though, because we just randomly loaded it up and checked it out. Whoa, that's super weird. I like that. I don't know how clear this GoPro is doing at showing this. I really want you guys to be able to see. Oh yeah, that's dope. That we can see really nice. I'm not saying the animation's dope, but just the fact that we can see it that well. All right, let's do this. Let's check that out again. That's crazy. So it's funny because this isn't even like, I'm gonna show you on the other angle again, because I want you to be able to see as close as possible to what I'm seeing. Let's see. Oh, I can even turn down the brightness on this one, I think. Oh, maybe not. So this is doing some weird stuff. It's actually similar where it's doing those multiple little passes down like that. But the thing that you might not be able to see that I can see really well is it's actually skipping. See how it's skipping like that? It's skipping every other LED. It's crazy. It's really hard to show on here. And let's see how it looks on here now. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna dig in to a couple other ones just because that was easy. That was just the one that's standard 28 channel switchback. Let's see what else we got. It's fun when you just grab random things and throw it up there. All right, V1 standard 28. So I don't even know how. The problem is like certain things have completely different amounts of LEDs. So for example, this is one from a live stream a long time ago. Let's see what happens when I do that. Oops. I don't know what the rule is on actually having animations going while you're zapping it. Probably not a good thing. Boom, that's super fast stacking. Man, I've just put that animation little combo on so many of these builds. Here's one that I know is going to be ridiculous. Like it just won't be. This is not supposed to be on these lights at all, not on a bolt. This is actually a taillight build. And I'm just kind of curious what it's going to do. Just since we're digging around through animation files. All right. Whoa. There you go. See how this gives you different ideas? How like doing half of it flashing and going up and down. Let's swap to the other angle so you can see a little bit better. This just gives me some ideas. And we could, dude, I could play around with this all night tonight, Mark. See how it's doing the bottom half, top half. It's not even going all the way up to the top, like you can tell right up there. It's not really doing it. But yeah, interesting. Top and bottom. Okay. Dude, I really need to, let's see. Okay, while we're doing all of this, I keep having to like get on my computer and do stuff. Gah, that's so rough. Let me try something really quick. I might just come up with a couple other animations and then go live again tonight and see what happens. Maybe do a little members only live recording for Sequential 201 online course class. That would be cool. Everybody get like a little freebie sneak peek as I make that and get the once over, and then it'll disappear from existence on YouTube tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna open another program really quick. So when I'm doing these live streams and I've got this little, it's called a Stream Deck. It's got a bunch of buttons on it, and they are all changing the cameras based on what I have saved in the system. So I'm gonna just throw the, yeah, iPhone 10, that one. Oops. iPhone 10. And then that is going to give me the iPhone 10 scene. Good to go. Now we've got that's the dead screen. That's my phone that is in my lap. Whoa. And then back to that. Cool. Much better. Okay. So, questions are, is there anything else that's cool that I can just load up while we're randomly live? I don't know why. It seems to just zap me lately every time I'm live streaming out of the blue. I feel like my voice is like, later, dude. So mono switchback. What's up with, oh, let's check this one out. This will be interesting. Standard mono tail 28 channel. This could actually be a really good one. Let's take a wee look. Mark, if you have any ideas of things that you think might, I don't know, might be cool, just whether that means more flashing or like glowing, like coming on, kind of fading in and out or whatever. Oh, that was just, so the interesting thing is that you have these things on here that, Mike, I was talking about those things earlier. That's just not my, it's not my gig, dude. I'm just not a big addressable guy. Don't really spend much time with that. I know lots of people do though. But this is actually an opening file. It's, instead of being a show mode, it's actually considered ignition on. And then anytime you turn the ignition on, it would do that. I would rather have a second show mode. And again, just went straight to stacking. So not the coolest one there. Let's dig around for some more files. This is the last piece of the puzzle, so I really want to hopefully get it right. Ah, well, that says GTR right. I need it to be left. You know what? Let's just do this. I'm going to load up Vincent's other file, and I'm going to flash the other one, because I do that. That's easy. So I've got my, actually, I'll show you guys right here. I've got programming wire coming out the headlight. And here it is on this one. So I'm going to disconnect it from the driver's side, and then I'm going to plug it into the other side. And that's it. All right, now I'm going to flash this, because this is considered the left headlight. This is considered the right headlight. And let's see. Oh, now the only thing is that we're going to absolutely need to have my phone, which I got. Oh, that's a crazy one. This is what Vincent made a while back. Look at that. There's a little wiggle right in the middle. That's cool. Yeah, Mike, hey, you know what? Eventually, one day, I'll have that cataloged enough to do some more of it. There's just so much of the sequential stuff that I really want to make sure I've done a great job covering first. And so you'll see a lot more of it. See a lot more of the hardwired stuff than addressable, at least over the next month or two. Tim says, I'm still a noob to all this animation stuff. You would encourage anyone? I would encourage anyone that is wanting to get into it to download the Go software since it's free. I've enjoyed learning just by trial and error. Totally, dude. This file right here was made from our boy who's a full-time student living in the Netherlands, and he just made it really quick. Emailed me the file while we were live on Twitch one day, and then we started like playing and taking some of the, like I took some of the parts of this and turned it into other animations. So it's all very fun, open source kind of stuff. And Sinister says, I wouldn't even run addressable in a GTR. All the heat gathers at the top of the lens and heat kills addressables. Yeah, well, that's probably the better answer that I should have said, instead of it just sounding like it's just a preference. personally, I don't recommend using addressable anywhere where they're prone to failure. So my dude Jay at Sinister just nailed that issue down nice and clearly there. So Mike says he's using them in a dash upgrade. I like only dealing with 3 wires. For sure, it's just, here's what you don't want to deal with. And this is kind of the reality behind a lot of this work. It sounds fun in theory because everybody's got theoretical plans, right? Well, if I hook this up, then I can just do it on the computer really quick and it'll be easy. Yeah, but if somebody's bumper has to come off the car and they've got like a full carbon fiber front end GTR, it's going to cost them $1,000 to have a shop put it up on a lift, pull all the stuff, all that man hours, pull the lights off, send them to wherever they're going to be built, and then they get all modified up. They ship them back. The guy's paid. He's waited forever, just like my dude Mark here, who's got the lights off of his GTR so that I can do this to him. And if I send Mark something back that's going to fail, then Mark's not going to be a happy dude at all. And that's the whole point. We do testing, make sure everything's super legit, and I use things that have been used a lot of times already. Not, hey, let me use you as a guinea pig on this one thing. Animation files, cool. That's not like new stress to the system. But things like addressable LEDs that might just randomly fail. Just one of them will just stop doing red. You know, or like a whole chunk of them will stop doing what they need to do because they've overheated. That's the problem. Where are the keys? What keys, sir? Who's got the keys? So, I'm going to dig around for one more little file. And then I'm going to show you guys the inside of... Actually, I need to turn this off because it's blinking me in the face, and that's not working for me. So, Mike, that's such a common question now. So I certainly hope that it's of some value to you to kind of get the long-winded explanation. All right. Let's see. GTR Toot It. GTR Toot It. I don't even remember that one. Toot It and Boot It. All right, V4. Let's check out Vincent's V4. Now that I swapped them up so that we could do this, let's check it out. Oh boy. The keys? Let's see. Where are the keys? I never found them, bro. I think they just fell out of my pocket in a parking lot. They're just gone forever. Yeah, like, I don't know. Guys, I was doing a GTR forever ago, and I had the lights forever. And then I finished the lights and got them all in the car and everything was good, and I lost the key to the GTR. Guys that lose keys to GTRs shouldn't have shops. They should work from home. Like a weird little lighting recluse on YouTube. I'm interested in getting the switchback white amber LEDs you have used in the past. I see your point. Since I'm doing this DIY, if it fails, it's on me. Yeah, totally. I mean, that's the fun thing about it. You get to learn, you get to fail, and it just doesn't affect anybody else. And every time you fail, you probably learn even more than when you randomly hit it perfectly first try. You know, no big life situation there. All right. I think we can try this out. Crazy that, oh yeah, same animation file actually. Ah, there we go. Damn, I forgot this one. I haven't seen this one forever. Let's do it. Look at that. This is a completely different one. This is one I used to put on a lot of them. Man, I think I lost Mark already. Mark, where you at? I've been streaming for an hour already. I'm such a dork. Check that one out. This one I like because it's got stacking, but it's also got this weird little animated shadow. So see that? Instead of it animating LEDs going up and down, it's animating the LEDs that are off. I love this. You love it? That's it. We're going with it. Digital fist bump. Nice. All right, let's do that. I have to dig and find this file. I want to do that. He says he loves it. He wants it. It's going to be with the Audi turn signal, and it's going to be with the other cool little bounce back and forth, left and right. Dude, success. That's why I do it. That's why I do the live streams. It's so much, it's like you're here with me. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. All right. Well, boys and girls, let's end that section of the live stream. I'm going to turn it around to some quick Q&A. And then, wow, that was rough. That was hard on the eyeballs. And then I don't think that the wife and kids are back yet. I really need to run off and drop some stuff off at the post office, but I'm not going to do that if they're not here. So, yeah. How's everybody doing? Did anybody survive that thing? We got 13 people left on that. It's amazing. 64,000 people, and live streams are not easy to keep lots of people on. You got to just be an entertaining bastard, gotta say. DJ Boom says, or being concentrated, putting the bumper back on when the alarm goes off. Oh, yeah. Those were good days, man. We had so much fun on Twitch. Just a bunch of us hanging out. Probably about this many people. 14, 15 people. And just like, I don't know. Just literally streaming for hours and hours. 6, 7. A couple times I did some 8-hour streams. That's when I got real weird. Lost the voice and all that stuff. So, see, I can't see if... Yeah, I don't think that they're back yet. But yeah, so I know that Tim... Well, let's see. It's not Tim's build. It's not... Let's see, who else is it? Gotta find the right file. Get in there. Rob Dunn. Where do you go to download the Ghost program? Ghostlighting.com, my dude. That will work out. Mark, you've been great, my man. I'm glad you appreciate that. I appreciate you big time. So you're free. You're off the hook. Feel free to have the rest of your afternoon. And these beautiful lights will go into a box tomorrow for you. So I'll stay up, program them, shoot a bunch of pictures and video. Have a good time enjoying them. It's the one weird thing. You get everything dialed, you look at it, you're stoked on the work, it's all good, but then you just never see it again, you know? It's crazy. So I will be pumped for you to have these things. So I'm gonna dig around, make sure I get that file, and matter of fact, I'll do that while you guys are on still. I can at least pull it up and find it. This is the Sequence Designer, for those of you that are interested. Let's see if I've got Vincent's. I think that's in documents for some weird reason. It's not. One of them is. One of the files. Let's see. Man, where's my boy Vincent's files? Live stream files. It's in there. Boom! Check it out. Got him. All right. That's gangster. So... let's find show mode 1 and look at what that looks like. That's the one. You can see this little strip right here where it's blank. That's the shadow as it moves through. So as you see, when you pan down through all this stuff, you can see on the animation, burp, that's what it's doing, going up and down the bolt. So that is one file. So that's what I needed. We got it all. Whoa! Chris, the failure rate of addressable on a GTR is 70%. What is that? What's that based on? Is that like coming from Anthony or what? Like the data? That's crazy. That's scary. That like makes me shake in my boots. I don't even have boots. That's an RNR. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is, now that I know where that file's at, I'm going to talk about this live stream. I'm going to film a video tonight for my my students and make a whole thing about taking just that chunk. That's going to be the GLS, the big file itself with the turn signal animation, the parking light, brake light, and all the things. That's called the GLP file. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take a little segment of just the part that I like, just the chunk of code that I want. I'm gonna save that off in its own little nugget called a GLS file. And then I'm going to make a library of all my GTR GLS files so that in the future, instead of digging around the big overall file and then checking as I go through it, I'll be able to just look and name all the GLS files what I want them to be, and then I could just use them as a library. And that's how I'll now be categorizing everything, as well as advising other people to do that too. So you make cool new files, I'll have people actually save the GLS and then send me GLS files instead of like sending me the whole thing, because then they can just work on one little chunk at a time. Does that make sense? I don't even know. The 12 of you that are watching. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me. Mark, DJ, Boom, Sinister, everybody. Tim Shields. Who else has the orange belt? Is it just you guys? You guys are awesome. All right, fellas. Peace out. Everybody have a good night. Be safe. It's just another day. So many days. I would say Friday, but I'm going to work all weekend too, so. Good day. Peace.